Welcome, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your timeless, true love timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a 3rd one on the way. The first one is called Spell Ingredient, second one is called Words of Grace. Words of Grace does have a Kindle version, and the Kindle version for Spell Ingredients is in process. You can check out the original versions of Words of Grace as well as Spell Ingredients in my digital shop on patreon.com/drawing the circle. The digital shop is lovely. We also have audios and videos there as well as the ebooks. Some of my subscribers get those audios, videos, and ebooks automatically depending upon their level of subscription, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning, knocked it out of the park. We chat about the day's astrological weather, always ending with some kind of spiritual practice to send us on our way, and it's the wisest way for me to start the day, I gotta tell ya. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship oriented. There are Path of True Love readings. This is a simpler version of those, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session. We will talk about that at the end of the video if you want more info. It's the coolest thing I've ever done. You can follow for free. You can 7-day free trial. I love it so much. So if you feel so intuitively inclined, click the link, check it out, go look at the menu, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal. Hey, Aries, we're starting a new series today. We're doing 8 cards in what is called a True Love Timeline, a simplified version of the Path of True Love readings. We're going to do a past, present, future thing. So if you'd like some explanation as a new Aries and or cross watchers, we'll do that. If you've heard it all before, feel free to jump ahead. Hello. If you are new to my work on my channel, I also have a new YouTube channel called Mal for short. There's a link in the description box for that too. That's the personal side. This one is the professional side. So let's get into it. We're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon tarot cards face down for the crown, 3rd eye, throat, and heart chakras, the internal feminine energy, what's going on inside that maybe you share on the outside, maybe you don't. We are going to get 3 mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakras, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root, for relationships in the physical world, the masculine yang dynamic, looking at yourself from the outside, maybe you from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things that you are in relationship with. And because it is a cross-watcher reading, mirroring often happens. We'll get 3 of those face down, then we'll turn them over past, present, and future. Then we will get 1 whisper from the Whispers of Love by Angelo. This deck is consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, so not just the Aries and the crosswatcher, anybody who might be involved. Love this deck big time. And we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because a mantra is a healing thing, particularly as our relationships are almost always about healing. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, right? Mystical healing, right? Relational healing. So a little mantra goes a long way. So let's get into it, shall we? Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I promise I will do anything I can to help anyone navigate the true love timeline, because the planet needs more true love on it. It's a combination of the truth of the 3rd eye, the love of the heart chakra, with the most wisest, loving, empowering choices and decisions that we can make in our relationships, shifting us all to a more loving and golden timeline. Don't you think that would be helpful? I do. So let's do it. There's our explanation. Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Still point. My goddesses override. Place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, please, 3 cards face down, past, present, future, for the Aries Collective and the Cross Watchers. What do they need to be aware of in the internal heart, their 3rd eye crown dynamic in their past, where they've been? In the path of true love, the true love timeline, where are they now? And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions for this timeless true love timeline read? Like I said, we're going to get these 3 mythic tarot face down as well. Then we'll flip them over past, present, future. Just, I'm a Virgo. We're going to make sure it's in alignment. Please take a nice deep breath. The breathing helps. Still. My God's override. A place for everything. And everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved gods, please, 3 cards face down in clarity for the Aries Collective and their cross-watchers. What's going on? Lower 3 chakras, where they've been in the true love timeline. Where are they now in the true love timeline, and where are they headed if they just make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions available to them for this timeless true love timeline read? Let's see where you've been. Wow, 2 major arcana cards is a good way to start a series, huh? All right, now, in a chakra reading like this, when it's a major arcana card, it covers all the chakras in that energy field. So, you're starting with Shakti, the Life Dancer, which in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot is the world or the universe card, a completion. So, heart, throat, third eye, crown. You completed something in the past, whether you were aware of it or not, and in the lower 3 chakras, you've got Hermes as the magician here, really coming into an alignment here. So it's interesting that you've got the last card of the major arcana, right? The Fool is 0, it has no numeric value. And then you've got the Magician, the first card, right? So very, very powerful. It's like, not only did you complete something on the inside, you initiated something on the outside, or your magic, your law of attraction process, your manifestational who's he, what's this. I like this. Let's see where you are now. Oh, a lot of water. That's good. You got the 6 of Cups in this deck. This is compassion, right? A woman laying on the beach with 5 of her friends laying hands on her, helping her heal, right? With that ebb and flow of the tides there. Now, the thing about compassion is that we have to give it to ourselves as well as others, right? So allowing yourself to feel. Now, for me, the mantra for compassion, and I learned this from Matt Kahn, is it's okay. It's okay to be feeling what I'm feeling right now, no matter what that might be. It gives it some breathing room so that that water, that element of emotion, can flow through you rather than get stuck in there. And with Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, hanging out beachside in her see-through nightie with the Ace of Cups, it does feel like a loving opportunity has come to you. Now, are all of these relationship reads romantic? Maybe, maybe not. That's a general read for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I will say, if you're feeling your feels right now, absolutely pay attention to your internal heart chakra intuition. Heart open or heart closed will tell you if you're in the flow of love or in the place of fear, as this new opportunity, a seed of love, comes in for you. That's really cool. Let's see where you're headed. Okay, this is where things get tricky. You got 2 5s. Now, the 5s are numbers of change. People often see them as conflicting, but you do you. On the inside, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, I know, usually seen as being left out in the cold. However, this deck in Daughters of the Moon, it's called the Earthquake, right? Earthquakes don't last very long, but depending on their Richter scale, a 5-second earthquake could really change a lot of things. So when it's a earth sign, earth element, I should say, on the inner, that's about experiences that you've had in the physical world. Knowledge is not wisdom. Knowledge plus experience equals wisdom. So there's a shift here about you getting perhaps a little shook up, and certainly a new relationship could be doing that. But with the 5 of Wands here, Jason and the Argonauts defeating the dragon to retrieve the golden fleece. I don't know if you can see that there. He does have help there from a witch. I believe that's Medea there. And she actually puts the dragon to sleep rather than slaying it so that he can abscond, I love that word, with the golden fleece. So yeah, whatever you completed really seems you initiated something very, very strong here in the past, right? Graduated on the inside, started the next level on the outside. Where you are right now, there's a lot of feelings going on here, but mostly compassion for yourself, particularly either extending this Ace of Cups to someone or receiving it from someone. And that would certainly bring a lot of change on the inner. Like maybe you said, that's it, I'm good, I don't need any kind of romantic anything going on, I've got my friends, I got my family, I'm good where I am, but then all of a sudden, earthquake. Now, this is not necessarily a negative card. This can be shook, right? Like think heart chakra. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, things are changing. I was so stable in my Four of Pentacles, keeping my heart protected, and now here I am experiencing this. But that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be a little back and forth, a little conflict of desire here. But that conflict of desire, if this is you from the outside looking in, could be like, I don't know if I want to do this again. I can totally relate. I love being single. I've got 3 black cats in a brand new house and lots of yard work and gardening. So, like, I'm very happy being single right now. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. That's just how I am. So, that takes care of the chakras. Let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say with the Whispers of Love. Please take a nice deep breath. I love this deck. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything. And everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whisper of Love for the Aries and the Cross Watchers to help them navigate the True Love timeline for this timeless True Love timeline reading? Listen with your heart. Now, what does that look like? It looks like that. So what's written here on the card is, you are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart, and that could certainly be what's going on here, not in the present, but preparing you, because, you know, people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, usually to teach something, or we're teaching them something. That's just kind of universally accepted in most areas of metaphysics and spirituality. But I will say, it's not the easiest thing to listen with an open heart, right? Particularly, you know, if this thing that happens turns into a conflict. But I do feel like this is an internal conflict as you get shook. You get a little scared. I love that. You get a little shook up by it, right? And perhaps there is a conflict of what both of you want out of things, but they're only 5s. To me, the minor arcana are things we experience internally and externally. They're not, you know, large placements of time, right? It's not major arcana. So we are looking at a very, very powerful change going on here, but it's just a change. It's not a total transformation like the Death card or the Tower. All right, last card down. You're going to be happy for this healing mantra no matter what it is, because the only thing that's missing here, let's see, we've got water, we've got earth, we have no air or fire, so this would take care of the air element in terms of thought. Here we go. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, 1 card. In clarity, please, the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and the Cross Watchers to help them navigate the True Love timeline with the Universe and the Magician in the past, 6 of Cups and Ace of Cups in the present, and 5 of Pentacles with 5 of Wands where they're headed for this timeless True Love timeline reading. Growing beyond guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way. All right. So this is probably about a replay of the past. Could this be somebody from your past coming back? Maybe, for a general read. But it could also be like you had this all wrapped up. and you made a new choice, right? You started with the magician. It's like, I'm going to manifest the best life I can no matter what anybody else does. Something happens in the present, may not have happened yet, but it's happening in your sphere of the present here, that puts you into personal conflict, so you don't necessarily know what to do. Your guard might be up and willing to battle. It's like, all right, if we're going to do this, well, we're going to have a conversation. We've all been there. So I'm going to read this from the Bookie Book, Growing Beyond Guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way, because all of this stuff was scripted before we ever drew breath in these lives. So, we do the best that we can with our sacred contracts. We contracted to do these relationships with family, friends, lovers, even people you haven't met but might be watching on TV that might be irking you a little bit, right? So, growing beyond guilt couldn't have happened any other way. When you grow beyond guilt, there is a heartfelt acceptance that any sequence of events unfolds in a perfect flow that is organized and expressed by the universe. This takes the pressure of control off your shoulders so you can enjoy the way in which life has come to be. Since everything is destined to change and it can only change you for the better, that's how the fifth dimension sees this stuff, because it's the truth. Growing beyond guilt enables you to see how exquisitely the gift of life unfolds. This mantra is ideal for releasing the past. If we didn't release the past completely, we can certainly bring it with us into new relationships, if that's your story here. Unhooking from karmic patterns, which feels like you did the internal work in the past here and wanted to manifest something new, but that doesn't mean every T was crossed and every I was dotted. And forgiving yourself. Because if you can't forgive yourself, how the hell are you going to forgive anybody else? Can I get a so mote it be? So mote it be. All right, the cards are on the table. We will now do what's called a blessimation, a combination of the word blessing and summation. Let's see what comes out of my mouth, shall we? One last time, at least for this reading. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with everything they need to navigate the true love timeline, making the most loving, wise, empowering choices and decisions, because they are coming from a place in the past of a completion, at least internally, as they tried to initiate and manifest something new, because where they are now, they are given the opportunity to experience compassion for themselves, letting their cup overflow, and then giving of that compassion to others, particularly as the Ace of Cups. Maybe that is that extension of compassion. This need not always be a romantic situation. This could be a family member. And certainly for where they are headed, the earthquake on the inner, it does feel like they are shook, and it does hit them in the heart chakra, like, like that kind of vibe, because there are some conflicts, and there always are, right? Distance, compatibility, maybe different points of view, maybe wanting different things. So may they be blessed with the ability to listen with their heart, because they're listening to what's being said in this Five of Wands here, but they need to listen with an open heart so that all involved can grow beyond guilt, because this couldn't have happened any other way. So may they be blessed with all that they need to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions, navigating the timeless, true love timeline, for the love that conquers all, for the true love that heals all wounds, for the true love that breaks all curses, past life, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, for their well-being, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. It's good. You know, relationships do have conflicts in them. That's how we learn, right? So growing beyond conflict means that we can just listen, right? Listen with an open heart. Hold space for somebody, or maybe someone's holding space for you. Again, cross-watch or do what you want. So if you found this helpful, please consider hitting the like button. Subscribe if you want more of me here. Go check out my new channel, Mal for short. I'm doing a lot of fun stuff over there. Going to be doing book reviews and all that. There's a link in the description box for the YouTube channel. And certainly, if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. I love my patrons and they love me. They're helping me pay my bills, but I'm giving it all I got over there. They get the daily check-ins. They get the extended readings. They get the significant discount, which we'll talk about in a minute. Anyone can shop in the store. You can follow for free. You can 7-day free trial. It's just the coolest thing ever that I've ever done in my work, career, vocation. So click the link. Go see what we got going on over there. And, you know, I got a lot of free followers too, so I put out content specifically for them, though, you know, my patrons can see it too. And I love it. Yeah, one of my true loves definitely is my Patreon. And, you know, if you want to book me for a private session, I have moved from Holbrook, Long Island, New York to Saratoga Springs, New York, and now in my new house, I have an office downstairs where I am seeing clients, as well as I am available at the Magic Moon. Now, at the time of this recording, they are going through some repairs there, so they are closed, but once they are reopened, I will be there. I have days already scheduled, so you call the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs if you are local. They tell you what days I'm available. You book something, they tell me you book it, I come in, I read you, and then I come home. It's very, very simple, but the majority of the work that I do is on a Zoom call. So when I book a client right before we do it, whether it's a reading or a spiritual counseling, I send them a Zoom link. They come into my Zoom platform, we record the entire session, I then send them a link so they can download it. They tell me they download it, and then I delete it from the cloud so only they have access to it, which is confidentiality is key. But the most important thing I say in that video, booking private sessions with Mal, and there is a new one scheduled, I will get there eventually. Never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way, and we always work it out. And it's a fun video. It makes my mom laugh, so even when the new one's up, I'm going to keep it up because I'm the president. I get to do that kind of stuff. And thank you so much. You know, growing beyond guilt, it is, you know, the kind of thing. Now, I would recommend watching some near-death experience videos on YouTube because you will see the divine. It's not that it doesn't care. It's just it is unconditionally loving. So we come here to bring true love, unconditional love, all-encompassing love into physical form, anchoring it into the planet's electromagnetic fields that everybody evolves, right? That's the spiritual awakening, the age of Aquarius, whatever you want to call it, anchoring the fifth dimension. So hang in there. This is not a horrible reading, and really all you got to do is listen with your heart. And, you know, it's practically a heart song there, if you know what I'm talking about. So thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of the golden true love timeline of this lifetime. Hang in there. You got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.